Hello and welcome to The Takeaway with Tyra. Thank you for joining me today. Now, so that you don't miss out on any of my updates, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also like hearing from you, so go ahead and like and comment. My guests are always exciting and have great things to share with us. What I do on this show is I have one guest and I ask them one question. Then they get the floor for about 10, maybe 15 minutes. So here we go. Hey, so today we're here with Kenneth Hall. Kenneth, welcome. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. It's good to be here. I've seen your show and I've seen quite a few individuals on and discussing the issues, and it was always interesting for me to see that. So I'm really excited to be here myself.
That's wonderful. Well, as you know, I have one question lined up for you, and then you're going to have about 10, 15 minutes. So you're going to get the floor. So, Ken, Onpassive has so many benefits. When I sit and try to think of what I would ask somebody, I could probably write pages and pages about questions that we can ask, because Onpassive does have so many benefits to it. But I want to question you about, do people have to sell and do they have to recruit with Onpassive? So you have the floor, Ken. Take it away.
Absolutely, Tyra. A direct answer to that would be no, you don't have to recruit and you don't have to sell. But there's a bigger picture because originally, when Mr. Mafara started with Passive, his idea was to create a marketing platform for affiliate marketers or people who wanted an online presence to get their business, whether it was online or offline, uh, so that they can use that platform to springboard themselves to the rest of the world. Over time, it has grown from that and to the point where now Mr. Mafrara is about to uh, um, create 50 products over a period of time and release them to the world. And they will be artificial intelligence superior products, similar to what's on the market, but only like with a booster onto them. And so for 2021, there'll be a portfolio of 20 products that he will release into the market. And so the concept is that he basically created a new model that will change the way marketers operated online, meaning that he understood that 97% of all marketers online were failing, which means they could not recruit, they could not sell. And in essence, there was no duplication. If you could not duplicate, you could not build a team. And
Right.
so that equated to about 350 million failing businesses on online. And so
I'm
this
one of
is,
them.
yeah, yeah, that's I'm included in that number. And so the question was, he said, why does all the money have to go up to the top? Because he thinks that the old model is a failure, and it is. And so why continue using that old model when he could have inclusion and the same people that are buying the products can benefit from it? He says that's an old broken model, and his intention was to change it, and he's doing that as we speak. So the model would be 100% hands-free. And so when we say that, some people, the eyebrows go up because we've heard that so many times, Tyra. We'll do it 100% free for you. The minute you get in 2 months down the road, that crashed. So when we say 100% hands free, it is indeed that. It is 100% hands free for the person coming into Onpassive. And it is not that the work is not being done, it is that we will pay Onpassive when we purchase the product package to do the work for us. So, in other words, Onpassive goes out, they generate traffic, point it to your website, follow up, and close the sale for you, all in automatic. And so this is all done in real time, and you get some uh, compensation from that into your wallet.
Wow. Wow. That's just something. You know, when you consider that, like that's a huge number that have tried and not been able to succeed. So that is really something to know, what Onpassive can actually do. And you brought up such a good point that, yeah, we've heard it before. Sure, it's hands free. I know myself, I got into it and all of a sudden I had to do the marketing and advertising and understand the whole, and I had zero training. So yeah, that is just amazing. So what else do you want to add to that, Ken?
Yeah, it certainly calls for a skill set. You know, when we get into these other programs, the big promise is that they will show you exactly what to do, and then it ends up as an opportunity to sell the opportunity to sell the opportunity, but you never really learn anything there. I mean, there's attraction marketing, the whole shebang, and but it takes a lot of talent to do that, and there's a whole lot of work. So Ash Mafara has come up with an ingenious idea to cut all of that work out and decide, look, we have the technology, we know how to do it. Why not create a product and a package and do this work for the people? So for those of you thinking that there's some spooky thing out there you get in and then it disappears all of a sudden, it's not. All the work is being done in the background for you. I remember when we first started, I was fortunate to be around in the beginning, not from the very start, but I came on in November of 2018. The idea came about in July of 2018, and I jumped on in November. I remember there was no real way to communicate with Ash. There was no website. There was nothing, and so we have grown quite considerably from then. You had to send a text to Ash, and you would have to sit back and wait and hope that it was not another scammer. And then eventually, bing, you would get your reply, and then you would exhale. And so, yeah, it was a trying time back then in 2018 until Ash changed the system around with his new model. And we have gone from that to now having a 6-story building in Hyderabad, India, with over 700 technicians creating these products that we refer to. And they're awesome products coming up. I can't wait until we hit the road running.
Wow, that's so amazing, you know, and you did touch on a great point of at the beginning it was hard to try to get connected with Ash, and here we are today. My goodness, he comes on webinars and he's on for hours sharing and talking and discussing and updating us. Like it's quite amazing what we really do have. But back to our key. So it's about no recruiting and no selling, because as I always like to say, the takeaway part of what you said is because of the automation. We're actually going to come in, and as founders, we're going to pay Onpassive to do all that work for us. We're truly going to be hands-free. So is that kind of a sum up? You go ahead.
That's it. Absolutely. It's 100% hands-free. Now, there's an option for you to recruit if you will, but it's not mandatory. So if you recruit and you bring people onto the platform, you will benefit faster when we go into a launch, but there's no mandate for you to go out and recruit. As it is described in the many presentations you see about YouTube, there's no need to recruit. The system does everything 100% for you. So if you are a marketer, you will understand exactly what that means. If you're an opportunity seeker, don't worry about it. Onpassive will be the business for you, 100% hands-free.
Well, you know, that's what I keep hearing time and time again. Onpassive is truly a company for anyone, anywhere. It doesn't matter our skill level as far as online business or marketing or advertising. Because of that, to me, that's kind of the heart, the pulse of it all is that automation where we're going to be able to pay Onpassive to do the work for us rather than me trying to do it. Man.
Absolutely. It's something new, and some people come in and get it right away. Others find it hard to believe because it is indeed a new concept, and it's something completely different. It's 180 degrees from what we've been doing before. We've been scammed and tricked and poked and everything. And here comes this gentleman now saying, look, we can do this 100% for you, hands down. And we're really grateful for him. And we know that Ash Mafara is doing this from the heart. And as you said before, we get to meet with him on a regular basis. What CEO comes and sits for 5 or 6 hours and talks to the people inside the business? That really just does not exist. And there's a whole lot of heart into the Onpassive business.
Oh, Ken, you said it so well. That is another theme I keep hearing is the heart that Onpassive has. So just to wrap up, Ken, did you want to add anything more to what you've said?
Yeah, certainly. I encourage anyone who is looking for or have been looking for quite some time. If you've been online and you've failed and failed and failed again, I implore you to come on in and look at Passive. I mean, Passive is such a huge. It's a different animal, as our friend always says. It's a different animal. One can come into Passive because it is a brick and mortar business with actual products, customer base, product base. One can come into Onpassive and purchase a product and not even know that they are a part of Onpassive, because these 50 products are standalone products that are being marketed by themselves. And so you can come in and purchase, for example, our webinar platform and not even know you're a part of Onpassive, because they're actual products that people are using in the market today as we speak. They're similar products. The difference is that ours is automated. The artificial intelligence is hooked up to it, and it just runs seamlessly in the background for you. It's a beast. It's a different animal. And so I'll encourage anyone who's looking for a business or a platform that'll allow you to success for the first time, it will be Onpassive.
Oh, well said. Well said. Well, folks, there is the takeaway. You can join a company finally that truly does the work for you. Like Ken said, the 180, like it's a complete turnaround. And it does, when you first hear some of this stuff, your head just kind of goes, what? What?
Yeah.
But once it sinks in, you realize, what? This is how it should be. This is what people have been looking for. Why not? Why wouldn't I pay someone to do what they're very good at doing? We do that when we go to other kind of services. Why wouldn't we do something like this?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Ash Mafara is a marketing specialist. We know that he has attracted hundreds of thousands of people into this business. That alone sends the message out. And so if you're online, you know that traffic is the lifeline of your online presence, and without that, it doesn't work. And here we are with Asma Farah telling you, look, come on in, we'll do it for you. It is no trick. It is not that it's not being done, but it's that we are going to do it for you once you purchase your product package.
That's right. That's right. Yes. And, if you've not heard about Onpassive before, I really want to encourage you, head over to onpassive.com. Our company website is full of information, the locations, information about our CEO, individual information about all the products that are on their way. We're heading into a soft launch, and before you turn around, really, we're going to be into the launching to the public. So it is really, I hate to use this term, but sometimes I have to. It's a no-brainer.
It's a
And
no-brainer.
for $97 US, you can get in, you can look around, you can learn, and then it's refundable. If you decide, hey, this isn't for me, you know, we'll give you your money back. We'll be sad to see you go because we know you're going to miss out, but
Absolutely.
you certainly can get refunded. So Ken, thank you. That was really good. It really is going to help people understand, you know, you don't have to recruit anymore. You don't have to sell anymore. You know, I watch those people come on ads on social media and they're just talking about it and because they want to try to get your attention. The poor guys are, you know, they're really busting it to really get attention and get people in. And oh my goodness, what a godsend to know we don't have to recruit or sell anymore.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much for coming on today. I sure appreciate your time and what you shared with us.
The pleasure is mine, Tyra. Thank you so much for having me on.